each being has their own wisdom. Each being has their own understanding, perspective, perception. And to say that your wisdom is higher or better than another is a misunderstanding of how the energy signatures and codes work as they come through human beings. Because the wisdom of a 5-year-old, for example, is just as valid as the wisdom of a 100-year-old. The wisdom of someone who is addicted to drugs and living on the street is just as important and valid as a spiritual master. And so this understanding of wisdom can get humans in trouble from time to time, because those who have studied the spiritual path can often think or feel that they know more, when in truth, they simply know differently. And that is the distinction. I will say one more thing, dear one, and that is the importance of honoring yourself. Taking all that I have just said and also honoring yourself, honoring the wisdom that you do have, honoring the path that you have traveled. And when I say honoring, I mean to hold it in your heart with high regard, to know who you are. And it does not need to necessarily be shared with anyone unless the moment calls for it, but to hold it in your heart as a knowing of who you are, that you honor what you have gleaned from your travels, that you honor your multidimensional aspects, and that you hold it with great reverence and sacredness within your heart.
You had asked us, for those who wish to do the deeper, darkest cleanup for Earth. I desire to help with that for our Mother Earth and the collective. Is there any guidance or permission for me to take the darkness, the deeper, darker darkness out of the Earth?
Allow me to explain a nuance with this. You are not here to remove the darkness. You are here to integrate it. You are here to shine light upon it. You are not here to take it away. This is a fundamental flaw in the way humans understand light and dark. You live in a polarity universe. Thus, there is polarity on this planet. Even when polarity is transcended, in order for it to be transcended, there must still be polarity. And so the dark or the shadow will always be part of the experience, not necessarily how it has been experienced in the past, but it is still part of the equation of being in this universe. And so you are not here to remove it. You are simply here to bring light to it. And yes, to transmute it, which is not the same thing as remove. And so when you transmute the darkness, you are bringing light to it. You are bringing your love to it.
With what you just shared there, I know I have been working on being in source frequencies and in oneness with all things, including the darkness. So I have been wanting to send my love and my gratitude out for the darkness. Does that help me integrate? Does it mean I need to become one with darkness? Love it unconditional? What is your guidance there?
Yes, dear one. Yes and no. Yes, you want to become one with it and love it and accept it and give it gratitude. But there is also, again, I will do my best to explain through this channel. Becoming one with the darkness does not mean that you take on the darkness. It does not mean that you become dark. It does not mean that you begin expressing your shadow self. It means that you embrace it within the light. In other words, you can think of it this way as encapsulating the light around it.
And when you do that, that gives that being an opportunity to integrate with the light, to make choices in the light, or to make another choice. Is this correct?
Yes, dear one. And to be clear, it is not that you are encapsulating a being within your light. It is that you are encapsulating the energy of the shadow within the light.
Gotcha.
This
Okay.
gives the being free will and choice. When, for example, if you were to encapsulate a being within your light, you are then trapping the being in essence, and
Oh,
not giving it a choice as to which way it will go. But when you encapsulate the energy of the shadow or the dark within your light, this is a very different thing, and it still allows the being to have free will and choice. Unless the
because
being is coming to you directly for help and asking for specific help with something, then this is different. But to
okay.
extend your light out to encapsulate a being when they have not asked you for your assistance, this is a violation of their free will. Asking about traveling to different places around the world to clear and cleanse the energies. The frequencies that are coming to the planet right now are already doing some of this work. And so you could assist this process, but it will eventually happen even if you don't. And so you can choose what would be the most joyful way for you to use your time and energy.
What about the is the same for like the place in Massachusetts where all the witches were killed, and native people up in that area who were slaughtered and killed? Same goes for that area too?
Yes, dear one. All of these places across the planet, the grid lines are being cleared and opened. The
Oh, awesome.
energies are flushing out these heavier, more dense energies. There are many, many waves of light and energies coming to planet Earth, and this is assisting the process because, as you know, Earth is also ascending. And so, in order for this to happen, these energies must be transmuted. And this is occurring in part because of light workers and what they have been doing with the grid lines, but also because of the energies that have been coming to the planet. Regarding making decisions, dear one, there are no shoulds. It is always your choice. And so, what I would invite you to do is to feel into your body and to ask, does it feel expansive? And if you feel constriction, then this is your body's way of saying, no, this is not healthy for you. If you feel expansion, this is your body's way of saying, yes, this would be okay. And you can use this tool for any decision that you are making. But to feel into your body, because your spirit, your higher self, your I am presence, all of these things can handle the energy that you would be dealing with, but you also must honor the physical body. And so if the physical body says no, then this is not the best and wisest decision for you.
Is it just as effective energetically to bring your frequencies to the Christian churches from a sacred place, like from my sacred circle, or even sitting in the parking lot of these different churches rather than going inside?
This is helpful, dear one, but it is not the same.
Gotcha.
The reason is because when you look somebody in the eyes, you are exchanging light codes and energy signatures with that person. So people need to look directly into your eyes in order to receive the energy signatures you have for them. Even if you do not speak, or you say only a simple hello, they are able to receive by looking into your eyes. And you are also receiving from them by looking into their eyes.
The 26th of May, I guess it's a galactic portal, maybe, or I would love your wisdom and tell us what this is all about. But from another light worker, I understand that this portal comes around every 75,000 years in our timeline here. And is it the sacred fire coming from Mother God to help bring more and more stuff up and our energies to elevate? What exactly is this portal, and what can we do to integrate as much as we can of this energy and share it with the collective and Gaia?
Yes, dear one, thank you for this. This is already begun. The portal is already opening. Yes, you could call it a portal. It is not just sacred fire. It is many elements. It is many elements that are being activated for use in bolstering the energies of planet Earth and humanity. In other words, the energies that are coming to planet Earth now and the energies that are coming through this portal as it widens are here to assist humanity and planet Earth in a massive clearing event. Now, when I say the word event, it is not necessarily one space in time. It is ongoing. But it is an event in the sense that there is a distinct energy signature that you are now working with on planet Earth to clear and cleanse. As I have shared before, this planet is in the time of the Great Illumination, meaning every shadow aspect, every dark act, every nefarious act is coming into the light. It is being illuminated. It will be illuminated. All will be available for every being to see clearly. This will not be complete by May 26th, but there will be a substantial energy of illumination and clearing that comes with the full opening of this portal. The fire is needed to cleanse. The water is needed to assist with the flow. The air is needed to bring clarity to the minds of humans. The elementals, what you know to be the fairies, the sylphs, and all the other elemental beings, are also being activated to play a greater role at this time, because they do much clearing and transmutation work as well for the planet, for the plant life, for the animals. Just as humans need assistance, so do the plants and the animals and the other forms of life on this planet. Because all life has been affected by the shadow forces. You asked about Mother God. It is not just the feminine energies, although they are rising in power and becoming quite strong to assist. It is also the sacred masculine energies that are being activated as well. The reason so much focus is given on Mother God or the divine feminine is because the feminine has been greatly suppressed on this planet, and it is now coming back into balance. It is now rising and coming back into her power. But it is not the type of power that takes over or controls. It is the type of power that brings a balance of the masculine and feminine energies. And so this is why many are saying this is a time where the mother is being restored, or Mother God, or the divine feminine, or whatever words are used. The theme is feminine. It is very important in this understanding to not disregard the masculine energies. For the masculine energies are just as important and are needed in the balance to transcend the polarity, to restore the balance within humanity. There is just as much wounding in the masculine as there has been in the feminine. And just because the masculine has had the illusion of power, it has been the false masculine. It has not been the sacred masculine. And so the sacred masculine is also being activated. And this has been quite challenging for some men and for women who have not integrated their masculine aspects, because it is shining a light on the masculine wound. The light has been on the feminine wound for some time, and so there has been more time, more attempts to address this. But because the masculine has been in false power, the light has not been shined upon this as clearly. And now the light is shining more clearly upon the masculine wound. Now, I am bringing so much attention to this regarding the date of May 26th because this is a time where balance has the potential to be more restored. This is not a guaranteed timeline. This is something that humanity must work towards and embrace if they wish to see this. But there is a great potential with this portal for more balance to come into being. Those of you who are listening to this, what you can do is to address any wounding within yourself around relationships with your mother, your father, the feminine aspects of your lineage, the masculine aspects of your lineage, the feminine and masculine within your own being. Address any imbalances. For example, if one part of the polarity is more dominant within you and it is not being expressed in a healthy way, then you must address and figure out a better way to express this dominant polarity. It is not wrong to have the masculine or feminine be dominant within you. This is not something that is wrong and needs to be fixed. But when it is expressed in an unhealthy way, then it is something to heal. And so I would ask you, dear ones, to look deeply within. And if you are not receiving the support that you need, if you are not giving the support that you have to give, if things are not imbalanced, if you are receiving too much or giving too much, if you are too focused or too relaxed, whatever polarities within you are imbalanced, you must address these. And this is how you can contribute to this opportunity of May 26th. Rest assured, dear ones, there will be many other opportunities. There will be many other portals opening. There will be many other energies coming to the planet. So there is no reason to be hard on yourself if you feel like you don't measure up or you cannot complete what I am asking you to do. This is a journey. And that is why when I use the word event, I use it in the context of it being a journey. The event itself is a journey.
As a light worker collective, is there anything that we can have intentions with, or our heart knowing to receive these energies even deeper? And
yes, dear one, I will not go into everything because we have discussed this in other conversations, but I will just make a few highlights. One thing is to work with your heart and to be diligent in keeping it open and to set the intention to connect with other beings of like frequency so that you can work together to maintain the ley lines and the grid lines on planet Earth. And this channel will be bringing forth more activations to help you do this. It is also of great help to see everyone in their highest self, meaning when you meet someone, for example, in the grocery store, to look upon them with the love of God, to look into their eyes, sending them the message that you know that they are God, that they are light. It is also important to continue with doing your inner healing work, your inner child healing, your self-healing. These are all very important. And to honor Mother Earth, to connect with her, to ground into her, to eat healthy foods that she provides, to drink healthy waters that she provides, to connect with her in your purity, and again, to anchor in the light, to be a channel for the light, to allow the light to flow through you, through your physical human vessel, and into Mother Earth. All of these things will be of great assistance indeed, and I thank you, dear ones.
beautiful. Thank you, Creator.